So welcome back to DeFi Render series. Today we are going to learn the session 5. In the session 5, we are going to learn the asset creation and also model. So model and material, asset is nothing but it's a combination of models and materials. So how to place the models and how to edit the models and how to apply and how to play with the different textures and how to change the properties of the texture by using the inspector option. Let's learn now. So in the last session, we had gone through the environmental setup and navigation tools. So now I am ready with the model, exterior model. So as I already told you, we are going to learn about the asset creation. At the left option, the option is called asset. So here we have a asset option. The model is ready with the rough materials or even the final materials, whatever the materials I applied in the SketchUp. Okay, either you can apply the rough material or you can apply the final material. After importing that exterior or interior model into DeFi, you can enhance the material properties or you can completely replace the by default this material with the new material. Let's see how it is. So as I told you, at the left part we have a asset. Just click on that asset option. Then you get a DeFi render asset dialog box. And here you can see, you can maximize it or you can close it. So if you want to maximize, just click on this maximize option. Just below that we have a unlock all the asset. So when you click on this unlock all asset, so this is for the pro version of the DeFi. Either you can go with the yearly subscription or monthly subscription, which one you want. I'm just closing it. And here you have a online and local. So if you are already downloaded the assets or models, then the same models or assets you can see here in the local option. So now we have to browse the materials or models online. So now I'm just going with the online option. So in the asset, it is not only about the models and materials, it's a combination of model, material, particles, scatter, HDRI and terrain. But in this session, we are going to learn only about models and materials. So first let me click on the model option. So model is nothing but we can say it as a component or library. In Revit language we call it as a families or libraries, but in the SketchUp language we call it as a components. Okay, but here in the DeFi language we call it as a models. So once you click on the model option, either you can search with a particular keyword or you can go with the different categories. So here we have a all model. So you get the count that how much materials or models you have here. And when you click on the recent option, whatever the models you used recently, you get that list here. And so once you download any model and if you add it into the favorite list, those favorite list models you can able to see in the favorite list option. Still not that I added anything into my recent category or favorite category, so that's why the count is 0. Let me go with the all model. Here you can see when I click on the nature option, just expand that nature option. Under the nature option, we are having a different categories like flowering tree, broadleaf, palm, shrub, and then ornamental, vine, bamboo, like that. So it is all depending on your requirement, whether you are going to do exterior model or interior model. Depending on your requirement, you just expand with the different categories and you can use it. So once I click on the wanted category, here you can see we have a plenty of options here. Even in the different page also, you can just click on the page number 2 and page number 3. So like this way, you have a variety or huge collections of these libraries. Okay, so let me minimize it first. Okay, the next whenever you click on the particular category, at the right part we have a filter and then we have a default. Okay, so let me click on the default and here we have a settings. Okay, so these you can able to see with the thumbnail, okay, not with the name. So this one you can use the thumbnail size by using the setting option. Either you can click on the small option, or you can click on the medium option, or you can go with the large option. So let me go with the medium option because I am comfortable with that option. It is all depending on your visibility. Okay, then next, here we have a filter option. Would you like to access the models or materials only which are available free? Then you can just go to the filter option and click on the free only. So you get only the free versions of the models and assets. Then you can go here again in the filter option, and if you want to filter with the favorite list, as I already told you, so how you get the favorite list once you click on this favorite option. Then here we have a HD. So if you want to browse more HD quality models or materials, then you can go with this. So either you can go with a particular category filter list, or you can simply untick all the options. Okay, but I just go with the free. Yeah. Then next, so whatever the components are there, depending on the requirement, so you can download with this download option. So before that, let me explain what other models we have. So when you click on the character, you have a business related character, casual related. Okay, so it is all depend on the type of the project. Either you are going to do exterior model, interior model, residential project, commercial project, hospital, airport, cafe, like that. Okay, so you can access with respect to that. Then let me go with the animal category. Here we have a birds. Whenever you want to present a walkthrough, then you can use this bird. Then here we have a fish and then pet. Okay, so when I click on the vehicles, I have a different categories of the vehicles. Like this way you can access. The next, backdrop plane, which you can use it for your background creation. So it is not accessible now. I think it is available in the pro version. Then let me go with the interior parallel, commercial, some presets are there, residential presets are there. Next I am going with the indoor. So whenever you want to do the interior project, then you can go with the furniture interior category. Then you can click on the wanted category like table, sofa, chair, bed, etc. Then you can go with the light category also. Different kinds of lights we have. Okay, here you can see how nice options we have. And if you work with the electrical components, you can access that also, like home appliances. Here you can see digital switchboards, like that. So when I untick this filter option, then I get a lot of options. You can, if you are interested, then you can go with the pro version. Okay, so like this, when the office also we have a office related components. Outdoor, when I click on the outdoor, whether we want a commercial outdoor components or residential or sports related. So like this way we have a lot of collections in this model. So as I already told you, depending on the requirement, you can access those models. So let me go with any one of the option. Yeah, so if I'm going with any kind of flower or tree, again I'm just clicking on the filter option. Yeah, and if I want to download this, let me click on the download option. Within a fraction of second, let me minimize it. Here I have a exterior model, and if I want to place a tree, so I'm just zooming it with the help of mouse right option and scroll it. Here you can see, once you download, you get a green symbol here. Just click on that again and then you can place it. So once you place, close this DeFi render asset dialog box, and after that escape to come out from the running command, and you can zoom in and zoom out depending on your visibility. Okay, So once I place, and if I want to edit, so just select on that particular model which one you want to edit. So here you can see at the left part we have move and rotate. So if you want to move, then you can go with the shortcut that is V, and if you want to scale, that is also V. But you have to switch. If you want to scale it, then you can scale it. You can drag it with respect to the axis, whether you want to scale up in Y direction or left direction. Sorry. So if you want to scale up, whether you want to scale up it in Y direction or X direction or Z direction, so you just drag it with the help of mouse left key. And if you want to move it, again you can switch it into the move command, and you can move anywhere depending on the direction. Okay, so once I do this, here you can see in the inspector at the right part we have a inspector. Then next below that we have a different kinds of modify options, and we have a basic properties also. So let me go with one by one. If I want to take a copy, if I want to place the same component or model at the left side also, then if I want to copy, then you can go here in the duplicate and then you can place it here. So this is how you can duplicate. Duplicate is nothing but you can copy it by using the Ctrl and D. Then next, rather than keeping in the same direction, if I want to take a mirror of this, then simply I just click on the flip option. So make sure that on which object you currently activate, depending on that you get a properties. Then next we have a focus on. Then when I click on the focus on, so we get a zoom so that we can focus over the particular object and we can concentrate on the changing. Let me click on again the focus on. Okay. So next, move on to the next option. Here we have a add to local. When I click on add to local, this tree will move on to the origin of this D5. And if you want to reset, then you can reset once you transfer that model into local. So let me check with that. So when I click on add to local, so either it may move depending on the local axis or D5 axis. And if you want to reset it, then you can reset all the changes whatever you did till. Then next, here we have a replace from the asset. For example, rather than placing the same tool, same model, if you want to replace this model with the other model, then you can click with the replace from the asset option. It is asking me that confirm to replace. Yes, I am confirm. Then let me select with the different. You can go with the any category which one you want. Yeah, so I just want to go this download. Yes, again just click and let me check whether it is replaced. Yes, it's completely replaced. Yeah, so this is how you can replace. Okay, no need to delete, easily you can replace. The next what we have, replace from the local folder. If you already downloaded the D5 families, then you can go with the particular folder. Okay, and before that just check those models should be in the FBX or D5A or ABC, like that. Okay, so here, and if you want to export this one, just click even not only one model, you can select the multiple models and you can export it and you can re-import to your model like this way, so that you can use those models local. Then here we have a make a unique. So make a unique, yes, somewhat I did different properties. Then next, here we have a random sizes. Okay, so randomly just I am doing some scaling like this. Okay, either you can go with this option or you can go with this rotation and size option. So either you can just simply go with the control points, or you can place the value here, x coordinate and y coordinate. And if you want to rotate, then next you can just click on the rotate option, and if I put 90 degree in the x, then here you can see how it rotates. So I'm just putting it into 90 and a little bit slight variation in y direction, then you can put the particular axis to, okay, somewhat like this. Yeah, and if you want to change the location, how far you want, then you can go with the coordination. Okay, so random rotation and random location. So this is how you can do the properties of any model. The options are same for any kind of model. Okay, yeah. And let me move this back somewhat here. Okay, so this is about the asset. So we are done with the model option. The next I am shifting into the material. As I already told you, you have to apply either the final material to your model or rough material to your model. Okay, if you are comfortable with the SketchUp material, okay, if you already apply the high quality material in the SketchUp, then move ahead. Just you have to enhance some properties, realistic properties, or else completely if you want to apply the new material which are available in the D5, then simply you can go with the material option. Okay, so here we have a material. Either you can go with the search option, which material you are searching for example wood, paint, like that. Before that, let me check. This is also same, recent and favorite. Whatever the materials you used recently, you get the same option here, and whatever the options you get added into the favorite list, you get here. Okay, let me check with the different categories. Ceramic. When I click on the ceramic, see, this is how realistic ready to use materials are there. There is no need to add any extra reflection, refraction like a V-ray. Okay, so these are already ready to use materials which has by default needed properties. When I click on the matte, we get a matte ceramic. It's just like a model. We have a different categories, lot of collections. So you can go with the concrete, fabric, silk, wool type. It is also depending on the type of the project, what type of project you are doing, for what part you are applying the materials, like that. Yes, let me minimize it. Okay, and you can just make it into small. Okay, like this way. So depending on your convenient, you can just go ahead with the options. Even we have a different pages. Okay, hardly as compared to the lower version and higher version, you have some small collections in the lower version, and when you move on to the next version, you have a huge collection of the assets and models. And expect that you don't have any much more differences as compared to the versions. And in the higher version, we are playing with the AI also, that I'm going to cover in the future session, so stay connected for that. Yeah, so here you can see we have a marble categories, granite categories. Okay, and we have a wall, and we have a wallpapers, wall cloth, wall paint, like this. Yeah, so for my model I have a white color, and if I want to replace this white material with the other material completely, then you can go with the material option, and you can go with a particular option, and then you can download it. The name is beige travertine. Okay, just download it. Yeah, just download. So once you download, you get this I option, that is apply material. Here you can access the same thing, that is material picker we can say, or you can go with the shortcut, that is I. Yeah, if I want to download this, automatically I get the I symbol, that is picker option. So let me pick that. Okay, one more guys, here you can see I am picking only this, but I am able to select the whole thing. This is because I applied the same material in the SketchUp, that is white. So you have to analyze your model before going to import that into the D5. For example, if you want to highlight this model with a different material, means you have to give the different material in the SketchUp itself. Now we can't do. Okay, either I have to do a live sync or else we have to update the model. That is only the option. So that is how we have to live sync and all. So I will let you know. Simply you have to again open the SketchUp and click on the live sync. Before that you just apply the different material to this. Yeah. So I just click on this, apply on this. Okay. So once I apply, here you can see in the inspector. Okay, already we are done with the environment. And then let me go with the inspector. That is how you can edit the material. The first option is duplicate. If you want to duplicate the material, you can duplicate it, but these are options, we can see it later. Let me go with the basic settings what we have. Yeah, when I go with the inspector, here we have a two option, that is base color and base color map. As you already know, I apply the color, not the map. Okay, so this is the map, bitmap or image, and this is the color. Okay, yeah. So if you are working with the base color, then you can go with the base color, and if you applied the bitmap, then you can go with the base color map. So here you can see I get a related map what I applied in the base color. I mean, this is already the preset, nothing I did. Then here in the normal option, let me zoom first to get some more properties. The reflection and refraction you can able to see depending on the environmental setting, at what direction you are getting the light and all stuff. Okay, yeah. So let me play with this reflection. So this is normal and specularity. So here you can check by zooming it. Okay, then next you can change the roughness and all. Let me zoom little bit. Yeah. Okay, so this is not the only color. Okay, this color has texture also. Okay, so if you want to base color, then you can just go with the base color and you can replace the texture also. So that we are learning in the future session. First you understand the basic, then next here you can see the specularity little bit and roughness and metallic. See how the metallic effect you are getting throughout the material. Yeah, because as you know this is not a metal, so I am not playing with the metallic option. Okay, like this. The next roughness. Yeah, see how the reflection, I mean how the specularity you are getting here. So as I already told you, this is totally depending on environment setting, guys. Okay, yeah. So this is how you can change the roughness of the material, specularity of the material. Okay, and material metallic. Sometime you may feel ki whenever you are doing the changes, it is not affecting here. It's not like that. It is all depending on the direction, on which direction you are getting the light and HDRI effect. Okay, so just you can have a concentration. Okay, you just arbit it and move it and check it what changes you are getting. Okay, yeah. So I just make it into zero metallic. Let me zoom it again. Yeah, so like this way you have a specular, roughness and metallic, and even you can change the AO also. And here we have a emissive. So for this paint we are not converting any emissive. Okay, we are not applying with the emissive. Emissive is nothing but the material which emits the light itself. So whenever we are playing with the light option, at that time you can work out with the emissive, and you can work out with the reflection costing. Okay, and let me go with this extra options. If you want to stretch the material, then you can just stretch it little like this, I mean the scaling of the texture. And if you want to rotate the texture, you can rotate it like this. Yeah, so this is how you can change the texture placement and how you can offset it like this. Okay, and here we have a triplanar. Okay, just click on the triplanar option So it is on depending on the shape of the geometry, on which geometry you are working. Okay. Then next, UV randomizer. So when you click, automatically it get randomized according to its geometry. Okay, so then if I click on the round corner, normally now I'm not working with the round corner. Round corner will help you in the interior. Okay, so this is how I work out with the material. Okay, so just escape now. Now if you feel key, I am okay with the material what I already applied in my SketchUp, but only the thing is I want to edit some properties of this wood. I don't want to replace this wood material. Okay, so what I do now, let me go near to that little bit. Okay, as I already told you, you have to pick the material picker, that is I. Either you can access from this option or else you can just simply press I and then pick it. So once you pick it, you can go to the inspector. Then as I already told you, so if you're working with the color, then you can go with the base color. If you're working with the bitmap, then you can go with the base color map. Yeah, so I'm getting the bitmap, so what I used already. So here you can see we have a texture enhancer also. Guys, as I already told you, this version of the DeFi is ready with the AI. Okay, so you no need to do the manual settings like how much reflection I want to increase, how much specularity I want to increase. If I don't know, then this AI will help you. Okay, just simply you have to click on this texture enhancer. Just click on that, and here it is asking me that you want to convert this texture into HD. Yes, click on that. So within a fraction of second, this texture converted into HD, that is high quality. Yeah, ultra HD texture generated. Confirm to apply. Yes, confirm. Okay, then next, make a seamless. Seamless means what? Let me explain here. So if I simply go with the Google and if I search it for the texture, that is wood texture, I go simply wood. So how to add a keyword, that is wood texture or bitmap, or you can add both the keyword, and I'm just going with the images. If you want to go with the Pinterest, you can go, but my intention is to, what is the meaning of the seamless? I mean there is a repetition of the same texture. Yeah, so maybe somewhat there is a repetition of the same texture into 2 or 3 times. So this one we call it as a seam. Okay, so but don't apply the texture with the seam. So you have to apply always the seamless texture. Okay, yeah, that only what it is asking. So here it is asking that would you like to do this texture into a seamless? Yes, just click on that within a fraction of second. As I already told you, see, make a seamless preview. Okay, so this is how they want to combine and make a seamless. It takes some time. Yeah, so it is almost all trying to reach to make it into seamless. Okay, yeah, here you can see the difference. Okay, like this way you can go with the AI feature also. Okay, so normally for the wood we don't have any reflection, but anyhow I am just telling you the properties. Okay, how you can work with the other material when you need it. Okay, you can increase the specularity. Specularity is nothing but when lights hits on that particular material, it get reflect. Okay, that we call it as a specularity. So whatever the changes you are getting in the white effect. Okay, like this way. Yeah, the next, roughness. If you want to make this wood still more rough, then you can just increase the roughness. Okay, if you already going with the AI enhancer, then no need to do the manual setting. But if you don't go with the texture enhancer, I am explaining this how you can work out with this all the feature. Then this is not a metallic, but if it is a metallic, then you can add some metallic feature to it. Yeah, come down. As I already same thing with the emissive and then UV mapper. Yeah, so this is how you can work with the material. And let me work out with the glass. The next, I go with the material picker, just pick it, and then you can do some changes, what color you want to change. The by default color is somewhat blackish, so I just go with the base color option, and if I want to change it according to see how you can change the color of the glass. Okay, yeah, but I am just playing with the blue color now, so you can just play with the different combinations of the blue, that is light blue or dark blue. Or if you want to go with the RGB value, then here you have a value also, that is because as you already know, the colors are play with the RGB, that is primary colors like red, green, blue. Okay, hue, saturation and value, like that. Okay, but we play with the RGB, but whenever we are giving the detailing that what kind of material we applied or used to my model, the same thing we have to give it to the client. Okay, so at that time in the market those are available in the RGB value. Okay, so that's why you have to go with the RGB, and whatever the value you are putting, 100, okay, yeah, 120, like that way, little variations you can do. I just want to put it into 180. Okay, like this. So either you can go with the picker or you can go with this RGB value. Yeah, then next, here we have a normal. Okay, let it be. Then you can increase the specularity of the glass, and you can increase the reflection of the glass. Okay, let me go with up little, and refraction. So if you want to add some thickness to that glass, then you can add a thickness. Even you can do with manual also. Yeah, go and then change the roughness. So how much rough you want over the glass, zoom it. Yeah, then next, if you want to stretch the scaling, so this stretch and offset and rotate will help you when you play with the texture, because now I am just playing with the RGB value. Yeah, so either you can go with the manual setting, or if you are not okay with this manual setting, let me go with the asset option, and we have a material, and go with the glass. So let me search the glass. Okay, so either you can go with this category, or you can go with this search option. Okay, so just you have a different kinds of glasses here: textured glass, plain glass, window glass, okay, tapered filtered glass, like that. So I will just go with any one of the option here. Blue curtain wall glass. Okay, this is curtain wall glass actually. Let me search that do we have a clear glass for this railing. Yeah, so if I go with this tapered filter, let me go with that, any one of the option. Yeah, so once you take, then you can just apply the same thing. Yeah, so this is how you can apply, and then let me zoom it. So whatever the texture I selected, that you can get here. Okay, or if you are not okay with that, again you can go with the asset, and you can replace with the other. Yeah, yes. Okay, but normally we don't apply this type of the glass. Okay, but I am just telling you what features we have. Okay, like this way, once you apply, you can go with the options, that is base color map, because already we have the map here. You can go with the color, and you can control it. Okay, and specularity, how much is specularity, and refraction, and thickness, how much thickness you want, like this way, same thing, and how much transparency you want, that is opacity. Okay, yeah, so like this way, for the each part of your model, okay, you have to apply the different parts, different materials. Let me go with the metal. So if you are not getting here, then simply you can just search with the metal option. Yeah, so this is how I get. I want to apply this black iron to my gate. I want to download it. So once I download, I pick where I want. make it Ctrl Z. Make sure that you select the gate and apply. Yeah. So once I apply, let me, I think glass applied. Let me go with this and drag it. Yeah. Okay, same thing as like the earlier materials. You can, if you want to change the features of the glass, I mean metal, okay, then you can go with this and you can change the properties. Pick it, go with the inspector and you can change. Okay, so this is how you can work out with the material, guys. Okay, so if you have any doubt regarding the material, okay, in this video I just covered the basic things of the models and materials, how you can work out with the different properties of the materials and different properties of the models, how to place it and scale it. Okay, regarding this, if you have any queries, then comment me in the comment box. Okay, I hope you are enjoying the session. Take care. Bye bye.